Anyone there?
I think we have another 3 minutes, Word.
Pretty sure we don't. I checked the schedule and it was only.
Oh, okay. I thought this was the 10-minute break, but I could be wrong. Yep, I was wrong.
Yeah.
Yay, let's quiz.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get started because time runs out.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, whoever's here, I guess Paul can answer all the questions. But I don't know. Or is it being recorded yet? That's.
Well, I'm recording it. I don't know. Who's the host? Let me see if I can find the host.
Yes, we're recording and streaming the class. So
Okay.
we're ready to go.
Okay, perfect. Cool. All right. So class 4 quiz. Simply state the 2 types of nature we are discussing. This is not a question.
There's the same type, 2 types we've been talking about before.
Yeah.
The one that's the Rangshin Dunlepa, which has been inside you from beginningless time.
Well, what's the word we're using for nature?
Are we using Lupo? No.
It's not used for nature, but we've been.
Rick.
Yeah.
That's right, Rick.
Yeah, so Rick is included, or nature or something. So try again if you'd like.
Rangshin Din.
Gary.
Rick.
Yeah. Gary Mary.
That's Tibetan. What's that mean, Alex Rivas?
Developable nature and forever nature.
That's good. Yeah. That which stays and that which is developable. Yeah. Okay, good. And then what was the Tibetan? There's a long way, this long form and a short form.
For developable is
both.
Gary.
Yeah, Gary. Which one's that? Trick question.
Developable.
No, it's both. Yeah. It's a short way of saying both of them. But if you say, and then what's the long way? I just put them just for fun. No.
Rangshik Nerik.
Yeah, perfect. And what's the long form of the other one? Don't worry about it. Geperik. This is just technical. Okay. Here we go. Some arguing. What is the contradiction raised by our opponent concerning the 2 types of nature presented?
That we cannot have 2 natures if we are developing the natures. Something like that.
Why? Yeah, you're right, but why?
Because if you can develop the emptiness body, which is unchanging, then you are contradicting yourself because you cannot.
That's really close, but
yeah, it says that once you develop your Buddha nature, then nature sees that you lost it. Then it's not. Oh, now it's developable.
Yeah, you all pretty much got it. That if natural seeds can be developed, aren't they not natural anymore? Yeah, good. Okay, and then how does Jason Copper resolve the problem that our system seems to have a gaping hole?
He just says that it's okay, it doesn't start. It's just sort of that thing we just said, it's developing, or is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just furthering them.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. I was looking for one more
Yeah.
keyword. Yeah, you're perfect. Okay. He says that you don't develop it, you simply further it.
Yeah.
Further
Yeah.
it, I guess using.
That sounds like Abhidharma, healthy food, etc.
Yeah. Just
It does.
it just has the condition. It's just Rangshineriki cha.
The Hlenchik chicken.
Yeah. It just,
Nothing related you.
yeah, okay. Save all that Tibetan for now. Okay, here we go.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine.
No, I
What
just saw one of the words.
chicken ledepa mean?
Beyond the world. I got this angle.
Yes. Oh, real new terms, so I just use these ones. Okay. Clen chicken.
Conditions.
Yeah. Contributing factor. I don't know. Conditions. Same. Okay, this is almost like a phrase.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, I liked it. Young mom mepa mayin.
This doesn't cause a wound in our system.
Yeah,
There's-
that's what it looked like.
Yeah.
Oh, Mayan. It doesn't.
No, you
There's
said
no. Okay.
yeah.
Oh, I see. Yes.
System that is also not without its problems. Oh wait, yeah, you're right.
I
You're
didn't
right.
say. I said. I didn't. I left out one of the negatives until I saw the Mayan, and then I was gonna say it.
Yeah, you were right to correct. Good. Yeah, because this is the other guy.
Right.
The system is not without its problems. Okay, Gashla, I translated these two parts.
Did you say that with finger quotes?
Yeah.
Saban ringdang ngame gilken chepe chi kone konte peleno de se yang chiniki ne panan kinki and the pananika yebe che ringdang ngame gilken chepe chi. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's go. We're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to go piece by piece. Okay. Saban ringdang ngama means where the seed of the previous moment is of the same type, right? This ring doesn't mean Rangshaneric. It just means same type. Yeah. Right. This ring da with a nice prenasal means same type. Okay. So when seeds of the same type as the result, like the continuation of consciousness from moment to moment, for example, when the previous seed is acting as a cause or a factor, okay, you can chip it to by that power, okay, by the power of its acting as a cause or condition. When I guess the Rangshan Nerig, right, is going to pel, when it increases in power, okay, furthered, right? When seeds for enlightenment are, what do you call that? Going to pel, furthered, I guess, or increased, okay, by something acting. The key words here are Gyu Ken. Once you get Gyu and Ken's involved, we got funny stuff happening because it's a cause or a factor that's affecting something which is unchangeable. Okay, which is your innate Rangshan, your Buddha nature. It's unchangeable, but you have to develop it. Okay, tell me, they say na chiniki ne. At that moment, this is an interesting idea. I guess the Rangshin Nirik is residing in you simply by the very nature of reality, chuniki ne, and what word?
And
Good.
it can be at the same time, it can still be furthered by or condition.
Promoted by conditions, nika. Yeah, it's both. Okay, it's both. In that case, Rangshin Nirik is both furthered and stayed. Okay, okay. All right. You want to try the next one?
Sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
When you say that something exists as a cause,
Mhm.
but it doesn't exist as a result, all that we're saying is we're just saying that relative to the fact, relative to the fact that it hasn't yet met the factor which will make it increase.
Oh.
Okay. So I guess it's saying like, that thing which is a cause but hasn't produced the result yet, there is such a thing as in general, all things which are causes have to be results, right? And all things which are results have to be causes. That's wrong. That's Buddhism. Here it says you can exist as a cause and not yet exist as a result because you haven't met the conditions that cause the result to come out of you as a cause. Then you get into the debate about whether something would be a cause before it produces anything.
Right.
Yeah.
That's called the two spears question.
Keshe wouldn't, but Stanley's text, which is Buddhism, doesn't it seem to contradict what you just said?
Wait, tell me what contradicts what?
The fact that everything that's a cause has to be a result, or everything that's a result has to be a cause, doesn't that seem to contradict what Abhidharma was just saying, that there are some things which are causes, or other kinds of causes, but are not results, or things that are results that are not causes, like your life.
Yeah, that's true, but that was always in the context of numbing. Yeah. Always in the
I
context
want to
of
put time with it.
karmic result and karmic cause. There is one famous cause in Abhidharma, though, which cannot be a result. Sorry, one result which cannot be a cause.
Oh, when you reach nirvana, the last move.
Yeah, the last moment in samsara is a result, but not a cause. Yeah. Okay. That's Abhidharma.
Right.
Cool. Yeah. Cool.
What is the difference between a result and a karmic result?
Oh, lots of, like we just gave one. If you ate a delicious dinner and you couldn't stop, vitamins in that dinner cause your body to
Okay, so that's
flourish.
a result.
But those are, in Abhidharma, those are not karmic causes.
Right, okay, right.
Okay, your turn again.
I always love to use any example I can to continue eating during class.
All right, I'll just take 1 minute to announce one thing. I think most of you guys were here and heard me, but Word's having a baby. I mean, Word's partner Lydia is having a baby. Word's part of the process. I think Word's going to be a dad. Let's put it that way.
Something.
You mean, Nick, you mean besides his mind-only book?
He's
Yeah,
the Nerlangi Gyu, so to speak.
and I've seen him eat like 4 pizzas. So I mean, sometimes he looks like he's going to have a baby, but
They'll be called words now.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
There you go.
there's a baby registry. So if you weren't here the other day, if you wanna get them something, I think it's a really nice thing to do when a families about to grow to help them out. So I just pasted a link in the chat to anybody who wants to send them a little something, something.
And thank you to all the amazing people who already sent stuff. That there's stuff arriving at the house, and
Yay.
we appreciate it. You're amazing. Hopefully this will be a action that will give a result.
Where do you have Chinese rock and roll CDs for the baby?
No, good. I want good gifts.
We were just talking about CDs. That's funny you would bring that up.
CDs.
Oh, you're too young for that, Stanley.
Anyway, we're all excited. Please keep us up to date on what's going on. Okay.
Cool.
Now you got two babies. You got your book and you got your baby. Okay. All right, here we go. Word. Last class, there was a rare moment of total confusion, I guess, you know. And I said, I don't know what I did with this or why I did this. And I'd like to go back to it because I did go over it again. So just to refresh everybody's mind, Dena Lopen told Miki Shepe Riksenipani. So what is the real nature, meaning like Buddha nature? What does Arya Sangha himself accept as the real Buddha nature? Okay. Well, it is as we have taught it so far, but in the sense that emptiness is described in some of Asangha's work as providing a foundation for becoming a Buddha. Okay, it makes space, right, for you to become a Buddha. But Chunyi Rikino Shejunwa, when we say that the very nature of things is the nature that you have, okay, he goes into a clarification with 4 different ideas, okay? What are the 4? So sometimes he just says, oh, look, emptiness, the nature of things provides the basis for your transformation into a Buddha. But then sometimes he goes into more detail. In other works, he goes into more detail. And he says, look, when we talk about your Buddha nature, let's talk about it in terms of 4 different things. And they are called Kam, Changchu, Yunten, and Chinle. Okay, they are called category or nature, Changchu, enlightenment, Yunten, personal quality, good qualities, and Chinle, meaning holy deeds. Okay, Shit, Devu Konjo Sunlundu Chip, then some to Gyurwa. They provide a basis for the result of actualizing or turning into all 3 jewels. Okay, Konchok Sum, Riksedopa. So they are called nature on that basis. Okay, they provide a basis for you to achieve all three jewels. Okay, and therefore we can dopa, and remember Venerable Upala's text, we can just call them rik, we can call them nature, okay? Chini de la migne lamla bebe, if you focus on that emptiness, and then you make efforts in the path, which is Rangshan Nerik and Giri. What's Giri for $50?
Furthering natures.
Yeah, the nature which can be influenced, the nature which can be expanded. Giri. Okay. Bepa, if you work on them, take a Sundi Yundan Chung, you're going to get the good qualities of all 3 tracks. Tsamla Teni, Riki Tani Dopayente. And based on that, we give we give this foundational emptiness the name Buddha nature. Now, and then he goes on, our author who is,
Jason Kappa.
That's a kappa. He doesn't cover those four. He doesn't help us. And since we are mixed nut, we gotta help our reader. We gotta help our reader. That is the commitment of a mixed nut. We never leave a reader out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean without a life raft, okay? We always have a footnote. So I was trying to find a footnote, and I was trying to make a footnote, and I would like to take you to a comment on these four. First, I'm going to take you to a comment on these four by a guy named Losan Darpa. Okay, in a book called AS17. As I've told you many times, this string of golden beads was one of his first compositions. I think he was still in his 20s. It's massive. It would be 10,000 pages in English. And it also feels like a first book. Okay, so it's a little, it's not used a lot, but it's thorough and it's overwritten. Okay, it's too much detail, but it means it's like an encyclopedia. It's a good place to go when you got four things that you never heard of. Just look in there. Okay, so here we are, Word, and I'm going to ask you to read the larger type here. And who would you like to check you?
I don't know. Who's here?
Nobody. No, just kidding.
On my view, I can't see. Ola, what are you doing? Are you translating? She's translating. Thought of you though.
She made sure she was translating, so she wouldn't have to.
Hasso loves to criticize me. Come on, Hasso.
I don't criticize you very often. And if I do, then I regret.
Okay. Here we go. Taylor, you
wait. Where are you starting from? Tela. Okay.
The big print.
Taylor Q Laryang, Chirikla, Coinchok Sumpoti Yirik, Tamche Sikpa Namkiyul Teyang Namshi.
Stop there, okay? I should have stopped. I should have cut it here. Okay. Now he's quoting a book, and I want you to tell me which book, Word. It's here, but it's hard to see.
He's quoting the higher line?
Yeah, Gyulama, Uttara Tantra, which is not a
Tantra.
It's a plain old Shastra. It's one of the 5 great books of
Lord Maitreya and Master Sangha,
which were recovered by Master Sangha and brought to this world, and he ran around with a dog on his back. Okay, you know the story. Okay. So in the Uttara Tantra of Master Sangha and Maitreya, we have these one Chirikla. Let me make sure it's a part of the quotation. No. Hang on. Yeah. The Chirikla is not part of the Gyulama, okay? In general, from the Uttara Tantra, we get a description of this nature, okay? And he says in the Uttara Tantra, Koinjo Sumbodhi Rik Tamje Sikpa Namgi Yu Deyang Namshi. Half a line.
Yeah.
Translate, please.
Koinchok Sumpoti Irik. This nature is of all 3 jewels.
Yeah, so instead of saying you have a Buddha nature, he says you have a 3 jewel nature. You have a Sambhava. You have a 3 jewel nature. Let's call it a 3 jewel nature. Okay. And that nature is the yul of Tamche Sikpa.
That nature is the object of omniscience.
Yeah, omniscience likes to hang out on this subject. which is the emptiness of your body and mind. Okay, your Buddha nature. Okay, and that Buddha nature can be divided into four types. Okay, who said that?
Lord Maitreya.
Yeah, Maitreya. And what are the four? What are the names of the four? Here they are. Please read from here. Please read this part. Hey, Hasso, stay awake here.
Kam Changchu Yunten, Chinle Shika, Rik Sushipa, Yang Yula, Chechaktu, Tir Tang Chebui, Shin Shintu, Rik Te Nam, Ni Shejate.
Yeah, good. So he says, please translate. Okay.
Those we ended with those four are the categories are enlightenment, qualities, holy deeds. Them's all four of them.
Yeah, that's very important. And what Word said is very correct. All four are Riksushipa.
All four are described as having this nature, having that nature.
As being that nature.
Yeah.
That nature, Buddha nature, is explained in 4 different ways, according to Maitreya. Okay. If you want to go into detail,
we want to talk more specifically the treasure and the result, and what they are like and how they exist.
Give me Xing as a noun. It's got an adjective in front of it.
Okay. Wood. So yeah, fruit.
Fruit tree.
Yeah,
okay.
Fruit tree. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the Tibetan word for wood and the Tibetan word for tree are the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, so more specifically, we can say that Rik is Namni.
It has two aspects.
Good. One is that it's like a ter.
Yeah. A treasure trove, a treasure.
Yeah, a treasure, like a hidden treasure inside of you. And then there's an aspect which is more like a
fruit tree that you
black hole. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Rik, the Buddha nature inside of you has two aspects. One is similar to a hidden treasure, and one is similar to a fruit tree. Okay. And this is now we can join these two, and you can read from here.
Okay. Tokme rangshin nepatang, yang dak langpe choknito, sherek nisu sungpe tirki pe sunpe rangshin tunepe rikni.
Good. So the treasure chest aspect is something that Tokme Rangshin Nepa.
That is.
This is not Toksme.
Yeah, I know. I just saying.
Right. I was hoping you'd make a mistake. I'm sorry. It would make me happy. I know it's weird, right, for the teacher to be happy when someone makes a mistake.
It is weird.
Well, I never said I wasn't weird. Okay, let's go.
It's this nature that stays is unstoppable, or
no? That's not what I'm saying. It's not S. It's Tokme.
It's as beginningless.
Yeah, good. You good.
But Genla, you know that tok in Tokme is a damka. It can be with an S or without an S.
Yeah, go take your damkas and put them up in. Okay.
Just saying. Okay, that nature's beginningless.
Yeah, one of the two natures is staying in you. Tokma Mepanen. Come on.
Yeah, it's staying in you time with no beginning.
And the other one is Yandak Langba.
Is perfectly developable.
Yeah, good. It's perfectly developable. And therefore, Chok Nido. Yeah, what?
Or it is supreme, or it's
Yeah.
amazing.
It's the one bestest thing in the universe. Okay, why? Because it stays within you for time with no beginning, but it's also developable. Okay, okay, Nido. Now, end of quotation from my chat. We're going back to Jetson Copper's commentary in his early work. Okay.
Searching.
Rick, yeah, certain. Rick Nisserson.
These so what we're saying about these two types of natures.
Yeah. Yeah, Lord Buddha, or sorry, Maitreya talked about two kinds of natures. Okay, and then he used the pay of a terre.
He used the metaphor of a treasure or mine or something
To illustrate Rangshin Neri.
To show the nature which stays within you.
Yeah, and by the way, after that, Jetson Kappa goes into why it's called a treasure, and if Word wanted something fun to do before his next class,
I wouldn't do this.
you can dig around in there. I don't promise the answer is there, but that makes fun, doesn't it? Okay.
Yay!
Now, Grandpa went and got you the original Uttara Tantra. Here it is.
Oh wow.
Okay. Deyang Namshi. That's 4 different types. Korimshin, Gyushi Yini Sammikyap. You want to read this? This is the original quotation.
Sure. Konchok Sampodi Tamche Sikpa Namki Yu Teyang Namshi Gorim Shin Gyushi Ni Sammikyap.
Good, nice, very nice. Let's talk about the Rick of the Koinchok symbol.
Let's talk about the nature of all 3 jewels.
Yeah, so now it's not just Buddha nature, it's 3 jewel nature. You got 3 jewel nature. Okay. This nature is the yul of Tamte Sipa.
This nature is the object of the all-seeing mind.
Why is it plural?
Because it's Konchok Sum. Well,
no, that's the object of the Sipa. Why is the Sipa?
All objects?
I mean,
why is the Sipa plural?
Because there's all the Buddhas.
Yeah, all the omniscient ones. Good. Yeah, all the omniscient ones are checking it out. Okay, what? Your Buddha nature. Okay, that's interesting to them. Okay, and it has namshi, nambashi.
Has 4 aspects to
it.
it.
There are 4 aspects of this nature. Korim shin.
Respectively speaking, or in an order?
Yeah, in order, they relate to 4 gyus.
4 causes that are unfathomable.
Yeah, inconceivable. Okay. All right, good. Yeah.
This is the mind-only rabbit hole, man.
Yeah, I thought you might like to see a more detailed presentation on these 4. We didn't get an answer on the 4 yet.
Yeah, I'm about to say we still didn't get why the 4.
Yeah.
We just got there.
Don't worry, I'm not cheating you. I always pay my debts.
Okay, that's true.
Here, now we got a commentary to what?
We have a commentary to Mahayana Uttara Tantra. The book
we got a commentary to this book by who?
By Master Asanga.
What better place to look for the 4? We got a Sangha writing a commentary on this weird text that he wrote down from Maitreya. Maybe he knows what's going on.
I have a random question.
Yeah, what's new?
Did all those Bhumi books that Master Sangha come out with, did he come out with them before or after he saw Maitreya in his paradise?
I believe after, because in his biography, in in Utpala's book, in his biography, which is deep down in Upala's book, it describes that after the incident with the dog, he spent many years teaching and writing. Okay, so I think that's my guess. Okay, all right. So here's a Sanga's explanation of the Uttara Tantra about those 4 weird qualities of your Buddha nature, which nobody explained. Everyone's been avoiding it. Let's hope he does something. Okay, checking you.
We just said this 3 times. I'll say it again. Koinchok Sumpo Diri Tamche Sikwa. It's a little different. Namki Yu Teyang Namshi Gorim Shin Yushi Yini Sami Kyab.
Yeah, okay. Let's not go over the verse. It says the nature inside of you of the 3 jewels. It's something which all the Buddhas in the universe perceive. Okay, and it has 4 aspects, which are what do you call it? One goes after another, sequential. They go in a sequence, and they relate to 4 inconceivable causes. Okay. That's all the clues we have. Here's Master Sanga's, Arya Sanga's explanation of the 4. It's still pretty deep stuff, but let's take a shot. And there's nobody better, okay? Sorry. All right.
Trima Tang.
Wait, who's talking here? Let's see a checker.
Also can. He's still waiting for something to happen.
Waiting and waiting.
Chela Trima Tang Chepe Tishin Ni Nyunmong Pe Pop Le Machulwe Kamla Tishin Shekpe Ningpo Shet Jupat Kangin Pao.
Wait, I think you say ni in a high tone.
I might have.
Supposed to be low tone.
Right. Thank you.
That's why I couldn't understand this line. Okay. Now, don't forget, there seems to be a sequence here, and it seems to be now 4 stages in the development of your Buddha nature. Okay. So, the first word used for the development of out of 4 was calm, which often means original nature or something like that. Okay, so that calm is your Rangshan Nerik Trimadan Chepa.
That has no. Trimatang Chepa?
Yeah.
So both immaculate and immaculate?
Yeah, it's still messed up by some impurities. Okay, in the early years of your Buddha nature, it's still in the swamp water. Okay, and to put it in Abhidharma terms.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And that Deshin Yi in your heart.
And that very beingness.
Yeah, that emptiness which is in your heart is still. Boop means a dark hole. Okay, boop. Maitri makes boops also, but that's something else. Okay. He does, right? Okay, boop. By the way, he's being a proper child now in the class.
Doesn't boop also mean to crack open an eggshell or something?
Yeah, good. No, it means the inside of an eggshell.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that dark space inside of an egg, okay, that's a boop. Little prism kind of. Okay, so when your Rangshan Nerik, when your Buddha nature has not yet dulwa,
it's not freed
from that little boop,
that dark place you go to,
somehow still smothered in mental afflictions. Okay, then your Buddha nature at that point is called calm, like potential. It's called potential. Okay, Deshin Shepe Nimbo. Shegupa Yimbo. And we can still call it Deshin Shepe Nimbo.
The essence of the Tathagata.
The essence of the Buddhas. The essence of the Buddhas, right? Okay. It means deep down in the middle, somewhere, you are pure and you are enlightened. And it's all covered by crap. Okay. That's stage one. Stage one. Yay. I'm glad we went to these, right? I mean, it's interesting. That's what mixed nuts do. All right, here's stage two. Please read. Haso still, just still checking.
Trima mepe teshin ni teini sangeki sar ne yongsu kyorpe teni teshin shikpe chuki ku she chupa kangin pao.
Yeah, and I'm going to read it this way. When you take Deinyi,
when you take
that very same Teishinyi,
the very same emptiness,
that very same suchness, which is immaculate, okay? When you take the immaculate version of the suchness that was wrapped in gubu before, that at the Sangeki-sa,
at the level of Buddha-ness,
we call it Yongsu Chöpa. It has transformed. Okay, that covered Buddha nature has now transformed, and now we call it Deshin Shekbe Chökiku.
The body of suchness, but of the Buddhas. But Genla, you can't say Yongsu Kyrpa means transform. Yongsu Kyrpa means it is.
Yeah, when it has transformed, Grandpa said.
Oh, which is okay.
All right. When it has already transformed, let's make it more obvious.
Okay.
I'll take it. And then when it displays that characteristic, Senyi, when it displays the characteristic of having arrived at where it's going, okay, then we call it Chukiku.
The body of the Buddha body, the Dharmakaya.
Okay, it's interesting. The same Buddha nature, the same object, we now call it your Dharmakaya. That's really sexy. Okay, cool. I mean, what's there to go after that? There's supposed to be 4 stars. I'm curious, where are we going to go after that? Okay, Shei Jupa Kayimbo. Okay, keep going.
And he calls it Sangye and not Jungchu, but I guess it's okay.
Yeah, that's correct. That's absolutely correct. And that gave me a little trouble. Maybe it's a translation thing.
Yeah, if it's from the Sanskrit, then it could be either.
Yeah. The second one was supposed to be called Changchu, and it's not there. And it's part of the reason why I got confused last week. Class. And but here there's an alternate name for it, so it's kind of tricky. Yeah, that's a great point, Word. Thank you for noticing it. Okay, number 3.
Trima mepe sangeki yunteni ne kyurpe tseni te shinshekpe chukiku te ni la yupa jikten le depa topchu la sopa sangeki chu gang tak yin pao.
Yeah, now we're talking about yintens, good qualities. Okay, guna, good qualities. All right. Now we're talking about the good qualities, the immaculate qualities of a Buddha. Okay. Ne kyope tsini. Ne kyopa means, ne kyopa is an idiom that means the transformation is complete. It means condition changed. Ne kyo. Okay, so rangshin ne re, the thing that was lying there has now ne kyo, has now transformed. Okay, and the last number 2 was still a kind of emptiness, but now it's kind of transforming into the yintens of a Buddha. Okay, the good qualities of a Buddha, and there's like, oh my God, there's I don't know, 37
qualities of enlightenment.
Yeah, and this is the transformation from a fulfilled emptiness seed, which was further into the qualities of a Buddha, the 37 qualities of a Buddha. Interesting, which are listed, if you care, in the great book by Dr. Kramer. Okay. At the endlessly listed.
Yeah.
So these are the defining characteristics of the Dharmakaya. And they are typified by the Jigtenle Depe Topchun, the 10 powers of a Buddha, but now the transcendent version, not the worldly version anymore. So you have some 10 powers earlier, but now you have the Buddha-ish 10 powers. Okay, they are now gone beyond the world, so gone beyond the normal world. They are now transcendent. Okay, and they represent the Sangeki Chö, the qualities of a Buddha. For example, the way they speak, the way they teach, the way they think, things like that. Okay, so we kind of flipped from 2 to 3. We flipped from a unchanging entity to now we got changing entities, and they all cover Buddha nature. Okay, this is the deep, deep thing about Maitreya. How does he know? He's just been through it himself. Okay, or he's gonna go through it very soon. All right.
Geshe-la, did I hear you correctly that this was the 37 qualities of the Dharmakaya?
No, I mean just of a Buddha. How's that?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, and they're listed. They're a long, long story.
Yeah. I just heard the Dharmakaya and I thought, well, what?
Okay, yay, we got up to number 4.
Yay.
What was number 4 in the list?
Chinle.
Yeah, Chinle. Good. And here it is.
Okay. Gelwetsepa ni topchu la tsokpe sangeki chute miki sosorangi lanamepe trinlete kangshik mepar makur shing chepa melagyun mache pe jangchu sempa lungten pe tamgyun mi chebao.
Yeah. So now we reach the Galway Zepa.
The activities of the victors.
Yeah, and those qualities of enlightenment, for example, of 10 powers, which is now a new kind of Buddha nature, okay? The personal qualities of that Buddha, which is a kind of a furthered Buddha nature, okay? Now goes further and turns into the Chinle.
The holy activities of said Buddhas.
The activities of a Buddha on countless planets at the same time for countless beings. Okay, unbelievable. And by the way, these are described in microseconds in the Abhisama Ankara. These are microseconds happening one after the other.
Right.
Okay, like the 4 microseconds, after, including the last moment of samsara, the first moment of enlightenment, and then the first microsecond of acting on countless planets. There's a time lag of a microsecond between getting Dharmakaya and the activities and Chinle. Okay, so this really is a korim. He promised a korim, right? What's that mean, right?
Sequential order.
Yeah, he promised a sequence. Okay. Kanshig mepa makyo shing. And the nature of this Chinle is mepa makyo.
It exists but cannot change. It doesn't exist and does not change.
It never ends. Unending. It's chipa mepa, like dark chipa.
Uncuttable.
Yeah, never. What do you call it? Never. No, it means never. Comes to a stop.
Never interrupted.
Yeah, uninterrupted. Well, that's the next one. Gyunmache, misspelled.
Yeah. un un unstoppable flow.
Yeah. And this is the Chanju Samba Lumtabe Tamgin. I might say Chepa here.
Yeah,
Okay.
not unexplained, right?
This is the Bodhisattva. This is the flow of the story of the Bodhisattva, which was predicted. Okay. And it's never interrupted. And that may refer to the fact that there's a debate about Maitreya.
Is he a Buddha or is he a Bodhisattva?
Is he a Buddha or a Bodhisattva? So it could be saying that's what the story about the Bodhisattva thing is. Okay. Here's a wrap up by who?
Master Sangha, perhaps?
Oh, he's not writing this.
Oh, Jason Copper.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. You're right. It is Master. I'm sorry. Yeah, it is Arya Sangha. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, please read. Is Hasso still checking?
Sure. If he's not asleep.
Never sit in such a dark room during a mixed nuts class. You're gonna be like Maitri.
Fall asleep.
Did I
Okay.
Maitri, by the way? I'm sorry to interrupt your class, but this is important.
My class is Mepa Mi Chepa. No.
That's the effect that Grandpa's class has on his grandkid.
So cute. So cute.
Knocked out completely. Very similar to many of the students. All right. Okay, please read word.
Ne Shipoti Tak Kyang Korim Chi Tashintu Yushi Samgi Mi Kappa Niki Chir Tamche Kempe Yeshi Ki
Yeah, what? Wow, well, you say it's yes, she? Yes, she.
Good point, Hasso. Good point.
Okay.
Again, isn't there like a little giku on the she to make it she?
What? I don't even know. Oh, yes, yeah, you mean. Exactly. Well, I thought he was talking about the gyushi. Yeah, you're right. As usual. Hasso going $300 and stuff. I don't know why.
Pay me later, Hasso. Yashiki.
We are at time, just so you guys know.
Let me put this on the baby register. Okay, Yashiki.
Yun Yino She Juto.
Okay, now Nick, the boss is saying we gotta hurry up.
All right.
Hey, Shippo, these 4 conditions. He's still trying to get away with calling them states rather than causes, because it's uncomfortable for him, right? In order, in consecutive order, they also act as 4 kinds of causes in an inconceivable way to further the Buddha nature to the next of the 4 stages. Okay. Therefore, since they're so weird, they can only be the yul of the yeshe of a tamje kimba.
An object of the wisdom of a omniscient being.
Hey, and you're free from this long footnote, which might even be an appendix. That's what happens in the mixed nuts. Okay. All right. We covered it. Yay.
Thanks for a great term, again. It's my last class.
Is that your last class? Okay.
Now off to fatherhood.
Yeah.
Hey, look how much progress we made in this class. I think it's a record.
I think we've gone backwards in Nick's class before.
You know what they say, you get what you deserve. Okay, congratulations, Word. And by the way, if you guys didn't buy Word's first Mind Only book, you are, what's that? Be there or be square? You're an idiot. Okay.
You should put that on the baby register.
Geshe, today's the 25th. You put the 24th in the
Oh, did I? Okay. I'll go. Oh, you're right. Okay, thank you.
yeah,
All right. See you guys. See you near soon.
Bye.
8
Thanks.
minutes. Have a good break.
Keep us up to date. The worst thing is when we don't get any news, okay?
No news is good news.
Not necessarily. So,
All right, I'll keep you up.
Thank you, Geshe.
okay, see you guys soon.
Okay, bye.